have to take a taxi. We have no choice. Yeah.
For immigration clearance, please note the warning on this vacation card about the severe penalties for drug offences in Singapore. If you are carrying more than 20,000 Singapore dollars or its foreign equivalent, please declare the amount to the officer at the counter. Use your electronic devices. However, your seatbelt must remain fastened until the seatbelt sign is switched off. Please proceed to transfer desk counter C, located in the departure transit lounge of Terminal 1.
This airport is incredible. I didn't expect to walk out in arrivals and instantly see the jewel.
Thank you so much.
To shower?
No, just the beer.
2 beers, okay.
Our apartment is actually an hour and a half from the airport, so we decided to stop at the lounge and grab some dinner quick because it's about 6. It's 7:11 right now.
By the time we get there to our apartment, I'm not sure if we can find a restaurant.
Exactly. So unfortunately, because we're going to be arriving so late, we'll be arriving and probably don't have time to have dinner there. So we're just going to have dinner here in the lounge real quick.
Grab the water and let's go. Here it is, I say, train to the city, and we're gonna take a train.
100 gigabytes of 4G. It's insane. You accept card?
Yeah. I got the variety of banks here I go to, guys. HSBC, OCBC, ICBC, they got State Bank of India, UOB, DBS. Yeah, they accept your withdrawal.
God,
They're going ham in this airport.
That is literally some Harry Potter shit. I literally feel like
Maybe. Oh my god. Oh, that thing's go up now.
Look at that! So, in order to get to the SkyTrain and MRT, you have to go to Terminal 2. We arrived in Terminal 1, so just a quick train right away. It's in the basement of Terminal 2. Oh, that's nice.
Huh?
You can go to the normal place.
Right here.
Just get an EasyLink card. You pay $7, or I paid $24 for 2 of them, and each card has $7 on it, and then the rest is the deposit.
Oh, so you can get it back later.
Yes.
To go to the city where we have to go though.
So our landlord says, so we have to take the MTR station.
MRT, they
Go
call
to the
it.
MRT, get a subway card, metro card, and then hop on the train.
Doors are closing. Look at
Look at this. He just took a photo of a palm tree in Bali and put a world underneath it. So this is the first day we're actually going to be out exploring Singapore. Yesterday we were locked inside editing and working on the computer all day. So we're finally going to go out this afternoon and explore some of the city. Good afternoon, guys.
Whoa! Like, this is one thing I love about Singapore. No matter what we want to eat, we can
They
find
have
whatever. It's like a melting pot.
It's kind of like the US where like
everything.
they just have every type of food. So it's quite interesting that, you know, they say the main ethnicities here in Singapore are Chinese, Malay, Indian. What is the other one?
And Peranakan, which is like a mix of Chinese.
All of them, yeah.
No, a mix of Chinese and Malay.
But what they also have, which is quite interesting, is a very large population of overseas Filipino workers. It seems like I hear the accent. You look so unnatural and uncomfortable holding the camera like that.
Just want to show you guys that we are in the bus and we are taking the bus.
That's crazy. So it's only 82 miles around. The entire island of Singapore is only 82 miles around. It's 27 kilometers from north to south, 5 million people in total. It's such a small island, such a dense population of people. So Tokyo's 3 times bigger. Whoa!
Whoa, let's see it. Whoa!
Whoa, the population. 4.9 million versus 5.6.
5.6 million population here in Singapore, and there are 2 million population of 3. Can I call 3 a population, by the way?
I absolutely love walking around the city of Singapore. Like, as you walk around, they've done such a fantastic job keeping the green in the city, and like the different trees and like amazing colored flowers and palm trees, and you hear birds chirping as you're walking through the middle of the city. Like, it's such a dense city, but it's so beautiful and green. I absolutely love this city. Social media has completely changed the world. Like, an underground walkway to go through a park has now turned into a tourist attraction, which is, I mean, it's absolutely beautiful the way
that's why.
Yeah, it's
stunning.
stunning the way the bushes have grown over the side. It kind of gives this like eerie feeling. It's amazing. And it's actually one of the few places that you can shoot peak day. So you can come here at 12, 1, 2 in the afternoon when it's peak sun, and you don't have to worry about the light being too harsh.
It's unbelievable. The country is pretty small, but they will manage the land and everything is so well. You look around, it's so pleasant to walk. The weather is nice, it's not humid, it's not too hot.
So we're gonna cross the road. Whoop. And we'll take you downstairs. Now this is really interesting because Ta believes in, whoa, this is not what I thought. That's what she said.
What?
Slippery when wet. So right down here in Suntec City, there's a fountain, and in the center it's called the Fountain of Wealth. Below the fountain, there's a smaller fountain, and you're supposed to walk with your hand in the water around it 3 times, make a wish, and the wish may come true. See, Ta is a very spiritual person, so things like this, like beliefs and superstitions and routines, she really, really believes in. When in Rome, do as the Romans do. The fountain turns on periodically throughout the day, and it doesn't allow you access downstairs when the fountain's on. But while the fountain is off, you can actually get access to the fountain down below, the smaller one.
You can't really see it. If you look at it here, it just looks like a normal piece of architecture.
Yeah.
Just like the normal piece of architecture, a circle like right in the middle of the road. Then when you look from the bird's eye views, when you look from the drone shot, and then you look down, it just looks like a hand with a gold finger, with a gold ring in the middle. And they do believe drastically about feng shui. So that means wealth in the hand.
It's so wild. This city is just so futuristic. Amazing hotels and the different buildings and lights and colors and domes, and it's just crazy how futuristic this city is. I'm like mind blown by it. But right now, we're gonna go inside and see Cloud Forest.
280 for the herbal drink, 180 for the water.
So they have 3 attractions here. They have the Flower Dome, they have the Cloud Forest, $28 to get in.
For both of them?
Both of them.
Okay.
So these are the main attractions here.
In the elevator, have one restroom.
Okay. Thank you. This place is so stunning.
I can't believe that I come to the point that I decide to pay 28 US dollar, 28 Singapore dollars to see the garden. But it's something that
You have to do.
you have to do. It's just like the same feeling that when I went to Cambodia, and then we had to pay about $30 in order to get into Angkor Wat. It's the exact same thing. It's like the icon of Singapore.
This is actually one of the strangest things I've ever seen.
What?
This thing that we're in. I actually was quite worried, but it's actually worth paying the $28 to come in, especially if you like taking photos, because there's so many photogenic spots in here.
Exactly. For me, it's like, it's give the feeling like museum, but you see like the nature.
If you look at these little triangles, you can pinch in, zoom in, pick one, and it tells you what the plant is, what pollinates the plant, everything about that plant. So by no means am I like a flower or a plant nerd or like any of that.
This area is like so perfect because it's close by so many attractions.
Whether you want to come here during the day or the night, I suggest taking the subway or the metro to the Bay exit or the Bay metro station and getting off here at about 5 o'clock.
To me, it's called Bayfront Bubu.
Bayfront. So get off the metro at Bayfront, 6:50, the sun sets, but you can sit here down by the river, completely free, the whole park is free. What's the name of that hotel?
I think it's called Marina Bay Sands.
Yeah, next to Marina Bay Sands. So it's like directly behind in between the buildings on the left-hand side.
And nobody come to this side. But in order to come to this side, you have to cross the bridge.
I'm walking through Gardens by the Bay right now, and the last thing I expected was to see this floating womb of a baby in the middle of the island. I walked the corner, all I said was, what the? This area is super nice. They have like street food hall right next to a grassy area, and then they have, yes it is, or Super Tree Food Hall, sorry. Super Tree Food Hall right next to the grassy area, right at the base of the super trees. You would think there would be more people than there actually is, but there's a decent amount of people, and it's completely free. If you stay here long enough, you start to see like the lights start to turn on and the sky kind of start to go dark, but it is stunning. The Gardens by the Bay lights up this beautiful blue.
Okay, Ta, name the most beautiful park you have ever visited. Central Park, New York City is one of them. But now Central Park, New York City is beaten by the Garden Bay in Singapore.
What did you just say? That's my home city. You can't see anything.
I can see.
I was just pointing to the camera, dude. You can't see anything, you're blind.
That's shadow of two people.
It looks like a tree.
Look at what we have. Hey, we make it to Singapore.
I made it to Avatar.
That does look like Avatar. Look at. We are in Sentosa Island right now, but I'm glad that we are not in Sentosa just for Universal, but for something else, for the other kind of experience. Thank you.
Boarding number?
Finally, they call our number.
Never did I think I would be doing this in Singapore, but very grateful to be doing this.
Ah, no shoe on board.
Yes, ma'am.
Where should I put my shoe?
Can you can keep for you? Just put in the table.
Oh, thank you so
Your
much.
shoe tag number with your partner.
Thank you.
Thank you. Keep show to the FMB guys.
This is for the shoe, so we have to keep it in the pocket. No shoe on board. Oh, smells so good.
Table for two. So I have table for two around here. Table in the middle.
Can we go there, please?
Tyler, why don't you just sit right at the edge? Yeah, the middle works.
I think it's good because it's open air.
Sure.
Take the other one.
Since we have been traveling in January, starting off in India, we never really have kind of like
A date night.
official date night.
Ever.
Besides one night in Sri Lanka that we actually went out together as if it's a date night, but that is the time that we celebrate for 100,000 subscribers on YouTube back in March. But I think this one is the official date night that we have, and this is the first time we're experiencing the cruise. The tall ship is set up in a really nice table, and everyone here come with a couple. I think everything, all the mood and every tone that is set here on this tall ship, like the light and everything, is just so romantic.
And happy anniversary to Pavel and Maria, Roy and Abby, and to Monko and Haida. Everybody round of applause.
This is called
Pig's intestine. And when he's like, oh, we'll have eggs, toast, and pig's intestine, I was like, oh no, pig's intestine. But it's actually rice noodle rolled up to look like pig's intestine with what, sesame and soy?
Sweet sauce,
Sweet sauce?
sesame, sweet sauce,